Hello everyone, my name's Luttrell. If you're listening to me now, you found your way to a site called Cutting Edge Presentations. If you're here, you're probably wanting to learn how to do PowerPoint, to improve your PowerPoint skills that you currently have, or you're wanting to find out where some of the new things are, or not the new things, but where some of the old things are in the new user interface. I'll be the narrator for Module 1, which consists of 4 lessons. You're in Lesson 1 now, and what that consists of is basically just telling you what some of the new things are in the PowerPoint user interface. We're not really going to go into using them, but I will talk about them and quickly show you where they are. So first we need a PowerPoint presentation. One of the ways I like to do that is to right click on my desktop like so, go to New, scroll over to Microsoft Office PowerPoint Presentation. That populates an icon on my desktop. I double click that. It opens the PowerPoint presentation user interface. It will ask me to click to add a slide, so I'll left click once. That'll add my first slide, so I'm ready to start building a PowerPoint presentation. So if you were new, that was probably all too fast for you, and that'll be covered in a module or a lesson later in the module. But for those that already know how to do that, then that was child's play. But the point of this lesson is to talk about the anatomy, the new look and feel of the user interface. So if you look to the top of the screen, there's a big ribbon that goes all the way across. It's from left to right, and it's about 2 inches wide. That's called the ribbon. That's a new look for the PowerPoint 2007 interface. For the veteran users, we know previously in the 2003 that it was kind of toolbar driven. Now there's these buttons and icons on this ribbon, and also these tabs. So we have the ribbon, which consists of all the tabs basically. So the tabs are up here at the top of the ribbon: Insert, Design, Animations, and so on. Each one of those has a whole nother library of options on them, which we'll get into later in later modules. So we have the ribbon and the tabs. Up here above that, we have what they call the quick launch bar. That's where you can add things that maybe you were used to using a lot in the former version of PowerPoint 2003, and you can't find it in the tabular view, so you can add it up there. You can see I've even added one. I've added the spell check earlier, and if I wanted to take that off there, I could click that down arrow, go to More Commands, scroll up. Let me move this up where you can see it better. Scroll down here to spelling. If I wanted to add, I would highlight on this side and click Add. But since I've already added it, I would highlight spelling over here and click Remove, and it will remove it from my quick launch bar, and I'll show you that. Once I click OK, it's removed it from my quick launch bar. So this is kind of a tool that they added to accommodate the 03 users, because it kind of helps us transition from 03 to 07 with this new graphical design. Now this here is the Office button, and this is something that stayed constant. And behind this button, once you click on it, you have the old Microsoft Office toolbar menu. So that stayed the same, so they didn't change that part of it. So they added the tabs and the ribbon, and they added the quick launch bar, and they left the Office menu the same. So some of the other things they added were styles and graphics and text, which we'll get into later, but there's a whole library of design options now that were formerly a lot more cumbersome to work with, because you have to format objects individually, and it was a lot more time consuming. Now you can pretty much just select things and then scroll through themes and pick which one you like, and it actually shows you what it looks like before you even apply the settings to the graphic or object or whatever it is that you're editing. So, which, like I said, we'll get into later, but there's a lot more drawing and photo formatting choices along with graphics and text. Just to give you a quick example of that, one of the neat things that they added that I really like is the Smart Art. If you go to your Insert tab on your ribbon, there's a Smart Art icon right here. And once you click that, you can add all these different types of artworks in here. But let's say you needed to make a hierarchy chart, and you could just literally just click one of these and it will go ahead and populate this in here. Now let me just move that up where you can see it better and get these out of here. But you can see now I have a hierarchy chart where I can start building an organizational chart or a flow chart or an algorithm, whatever it is that I need to build. But previously, now that would have been, 10 or 12 different individual actions to make that happen. Now you can just throw the whole chart up there and start editing. Just one of the great tools added to PowerPoint 2007. Okay, I think that wraps it up for Module 1 actually. Like I said, this was just an introduction module, so all we were supposed to accomplish here was to actually show you what the ribbon and tabs was all about, and just basically cover some of the user interface options, and we'll be getting into those later in some of the later modules. Thanks for viewing.